Final game of the day about to take place here on the red turf of the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. For those of you that have been with us the entire day, we thank you so much. And if not, there is a playlist here on the channel that will get you all caught up. It is Peterborough Lakers on the visiting bench for real this time to wrap up their tournament. And the Toronto Beaches doing the same. I jumped the gun initially, saying it was their last game when they faced Orangeville earlier this afternoon. I apologize for that, but we'll shout out the 99s again on both of these teams as they come down the wire here. Hard shot off the face. It looked like Jackson Brown, who gets yet another start here in this Ontario Junior Lacrosse League season. Beaches going right to left, and why wouldn't it be Landon Kells, who has been, again, impressive, playing the entire way, all 8 games for the Peterborough Lakers. If our numbers are correct from our crew, 4 last weekend, 4 this weekend as well. For Landon Kells, the Calgary Roughnecks commitment. Here's Robinson. Shot that goes off the end boards. It climbs the glass, pardon me, and it goes up out of play. Working from the outside. Are the Lakers, as here come the Beaches, switching back to get on their onsides, and the save made by Kells. That was Owen Grant in transition. Ball carrier tripped up here. Hendricks gets up and gives a light chop to the man who took him down. And now Thistlethwaite can't pick up cleanly, so Curtis Conley back the other way. And a save made by Kells. This Toronto Beaches squad is full of 99s. Hoping for a much better result here in the tournament than to bow out early, but caught in the division with Mimico and Whitby, who had a tremendous start last week. And just 2 hill to climb after going 0-2 to start for the Toronto Beaches last week. That shot takes the glove off the hand of Brown. Up for Cameron Accioni. And David Anderson now. Tried to turn it into a pick and roll, but stumbling there was Accioni. And played back for Collison. Stone Jacobs overran the rebound, and now it'll be picked up by Peterborough. Matthew Carrick in alongside our JVI Sports Network crew. If you're looking for the St. Catharines Six Nations game, which has massive implications on playoff seeding headed into next week, that is on our main channel. Be sure to look up JVI Sports Network or the playlist located on this channel, and you'll find that game there. Pat Gregoire with the call over behind us on the blue pad. Ball out of play, so Jackson Raposo. Over for Hickey. Will Firth. Shot here from Jacobs. Looking to go sneak it in the side the right post, but wide of the mark, and it bounces all the way down the floor. Peterborough coming in with it now, and they'll pull back out. Bit of a hidden ball play here between Carter Page and Mike Robinson. Both of them really good games in that Orangeville game. As here's Robinson. Passing it back up top, Peyton Drone. Back the other way, the Beaches will get on the board. Shot in transition, Matthew Collison. Making it 1-0 here for Toronto Beaches. Big scrum for this face-off as it finally rolls 3 out of the circle. Following as he tried to pick it up was Matt Duncan, captain of this Beaches team. Peterborough picking up their only victory of the tournament so far after an overtime loss on a penalty shot. Here's a shot from Toronto that gets through Kells again. And that'll be Brady Kiernan to make it 2-0. A tie against Orangeville that went to overtime. And then a penalty shot in the overtime period, giving the loss to Peterborough before taking the victory this afternoon, the only one so far of the campaign for the Lakers. As here come the Beaches, reaching high. Try and bring that down is Josh Ferry. As Collison. Braccioni. Stone Jacobs taken down in front of the cage as this shot doesn't get all the way through. Shot clock will expire and give us our first penalty of the game past the 6-minute mark of the first period. It'll be a holding call against Owen Dale, who will head to the box. The final game in the East Division, Whitby will take top spot thanks to a 7-1 record here in the season. Nimico finishing that second place. They'll play the top spot in the West, which looks to be Brampton, as the Excelsiors will play KW in our final game of the weekend, the day, and the tournament/season coming up at 9 p.m. over on the blue turf. And Whitby will get whoever finishes second. As this shot comes in, Jackson Brown the save. Played over on the near side. As Raposo will run it in. Left it on the face-off line. Now hidden ball play between Jacobs and Raposo. It was Jacobs who kept playing back for Hickey. Over the shoulder, Raposo for Firth. Firth's errant pass being chased down close to center. Didn't get over, but the shot clock expires anyway, so still Peterborough ball. There is one of 2 99s, Mitch Ogilvie. Draft pick of the Rochester Nighthawks. Playing here for Mike Robinson. Again, who had himself a game this afternoon. I think it was final tally 5 points for him and 6 for Hendricks. Just unreal, the chemistry between the two of them here today. And you wonder if they had a full 2-month season to work that chemistry, what perhaps might have been for Peterborough. Big chop there as David Anderson goes over the top, and Kells will sit on top of that shot and make sure that there's no rebound. Andrew Dalton has Hendricks off the bench. Hendricks cuts the corner, one to beat, can't do it. So he goes around his back, and everybody kind of stopped as that ball arrived in the pile. Curtis Romanchuk. Passing here for Jacobs. Finding Firth off the bench. He'll get a pick from Connolly. As now the ball's airing on the near side. Jacobs on the run. Save made by Kells. Rebound picked out of the crease. And they run it down the far side. And a shot here, and it's going to beat Jackson Brown. Mike Robinson picking up where he left off a few hours ago. As he gets Peterborough back on the board, save for a few laughers. The Lakers have been in basically all 8 of their games, doing just enough to keep it close. Here's a clean win and a goal straight down. Fort Beaches, who will lead 3-1 now off the face-off win and goal from David Anderson. I believe they're crediting Anderson with an assist there on the goal by Cameron Accioni. Accioni is circling back, pushes it up to the corner for Matthew Collison. Towards the crease. Here's Fia, and that one hits off a stick in front and rolls out into the corner. And Mike Fegan will just lift it back into Peterborough territory. Peyton Drone looking for help. He'll shovel it back behind him for Robinson. Only goal scorer so far for Peterborough. And standing in to make that save is Brown. Rebound picked up by Owen Cook down. Remains on the floor, at least for now, and passes it back to the fresh man off the bench, and over and back. Should have been called, but it took the trail official to get there. That's Matt Garrison, Joel Furman, and Mac Abbott. As an errant pass bounces up and out of play. Coming straight down the pipe, the shot, stepping into it, Jackson Raposo. Another player who had himself an afternoon. I believe it was 5-point game for Raposo earlier as he picks up where he left off. Albeit a fair time ago, they had the 1 o'clock game. Did the Toronto Beaches as they faced Whitby. Peterborough at 3. They were done about 4:15. Kells comes all the way out to play this ball. Stick checked there, and then laying a hit was Kells on David Anderson. 4-1 your score. Beaches on top of Peterborough right now. 3.5 to play. Another save by Kells. As down the floor, looking for the outlet. All alone and shoved through the crease. That was Brendan Byrne on the hit. And I want to say Braden McGregor in transition, the other 99 on this team, him and Mitch Ogilvie. This is the conclusion here today. And again, a number of them, including the goaltending tandem of Jackson Brown and Will Johnston. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe even see half and half for those two. For Riley O'Connor and Damon Edwards, Luke Magnan, Mike McKay's team. As that shot goes up and out of play. Called Brendan Byrne's name earlier. He's one of those 99s. Stone Jacobs from Ganawagi and the University of Vermont. He's a 2000. As Raposo gets it back, and depending on the ruling, could be the double zeros that may be seeing the Junior A floor for the final time as well. Of course, Junior A allowing for the extra year, which then allowed 22-year-olds to play. And Stone Jacobs comes over the top. Collison, as Kells makes that save. It's picked up and run out by Andrew Dalton, one of the transition specialists here on this Peterborough team. A slash will be the penalty call as Captain Matt Duncan in his final game goes off. Mike Fegan, Curtis Romanchuk, Owen Cook down, Taggart Clark, Curtis Conley, Brady Kiernan, along with Sam Firth, Brendan Brown, and that goaltender tandem. The 99 crew for the Toronto Beaches as that shot gets through traffic, and guess who? Mike Robinson. For the second time in this game, Mike Robinson finds twine. And the lead cut in half with only 56 seconds remaining here in the period. Kells there to make that save. Rebound stays in the crease for the Lakers. As Thistlethwaite, too high and too hot to handle. He was looking for Nate Allen. Look back for Josh Ferry. Mike Fegan. Stone Jacobs falls in the middle as the shot clock goes down under 10 now. Matthew Accioni. That was Fegan. Diving towards the crease, still laying in it. As Peterborough will call timeout for the final 9.4 seconds here in the period. Peterborough trying to get back within one. They would love to finish with a couple wins here. Got their first one this afternoon. Adding some time to the clock here. Up to 11.4. We remind you on the blue turf. Pat Gregoire taking viewers through Six Nations and St. Catharines. One of our most watched games of the day so far, it looks like. As St. Catharines up 3-0 in the first period over there on the blue turf. 4-2 here. Beaches on top of the Lakers, and it'll be an extra man attacker here for Peterborough for their final shot. Robinson couldn't find anybody in front. It comes back, and a huge rip there trying to beat the clock was Cole Hanrahan. And the big time soak by the captain, Matty Duncan. An entertaining first period ends 4-2 in favor of the Beaches. We'll take ourselves a quick timeout and be back on the red turf here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center as you watch Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. Today's Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. Teams getting lined up for the second period here. In the final game of the tournament for both the Toronto Beaches and Peterborough Junior Lakers. Mike Robinson got things started for Peterborough. Cameron Accioni after that. Jackson Raposo. And Mike Robinson. Pardon me. First goal was scored by Owen Grant and then Brady Kiernan, excuse me. Mike Robinson, Accioni, Jackson Raposo, and Robinson for the second one. As we get a discussion here. Discussing the intricacies of the face-off rule, I believe. One of those rules that always seems to be tweaked and part of a series of 8 that were changed for this season, as an illegal cross-check will be called. Against, I believe it's Raposo of the Beaches. We'll lead it 4-2, but a chance now for Peterborough. They set up their power play. Hendricks up top, looking to the right side. Drag of the ball there, Hendricks. Looking for Thompson. They go to the high man, trying to send it to the crease, and the rebound. And loose ball picked up by Matt Duncan. Captain looking to have a big game in his swan song as they pass it over for Brady Kiernan. His shot off the end boards. Stone Jacobs. Big tournament for him, especially last weekend. 8 points. Only, however, showing for, seems like it should be a lot more than that for Stone Jacobs, the amount that he's got the ball in his stick. Just the 4 goals, averaging 1 per game, however, still, I'd say, pretty good. As Hendricks up top, him and Hanrahan. As that shot partially blocked and now picked up by Owen Grant. Grant in all alone. And the save made by Kells. Rebound dropped out in front of him. And there's a good look at one of those new rules, the crease ball. As it dropped in front of Kells, you can pick it up, bring it out to gain possession to take the shot, and Grant takes full advantage. As Toronto Beaches continue to stretch this lead. Anderson overruns that face-off and gives Osborne a clean win. A Toronto goal coming short-handed as there's 5 seconds left in their penalty. Hanrahan. Sidearm shot there from Robinson. Save made by Brown, and down the field they go. As Raposo had snuck in behind everybody. Jackson Raposo. Reinforcements coming. Stone Jacobs. And now Anderson. Out to the outside for Jacob Hickey. Hickey's gonna go to the net. Takes the shot. Kells the initial save. Rebound here for Accioni. And he'll send it all the way up high. Duncan looked like he wanted a shot, but heads off after passing to Hickey. Now Firth and Hickey. Jacobs in the corner. Back to the crease. Look at the ball movement there, and it ends in the back of the net thanks to the stick of William Firth. Six to 2, the advantage for Toronto over Peterborough. And cross one line on the faceoff. They do just that to win it back to Oakville to Peterborough. As this shot forces Brown to his knees to make a save. Here's Duncan. Again, staying up on offense. Fegan outside. Stone Jacobs now. His pass sails over top of everybody and is corralled by Kells. Owen Dale. For Mike Robinson, he takes a hack. Turns back after giving to Hendricks. Again, the two biggest points. Getters for the Lakers. Raposo to the far side, stick of the Lakers player, lost it as he was trying to check Stone Jacobs. And it ends up in the Beach's bench. Nice of them to retrieve it, give it to the official, Joel Furman. To carry it back to the Laker bench for the change. Interference call there, and then Bisselwaite. Going back towards the crease, got a couple face washes for his efforts. That was gonna have to be one of the quickest shoe tie jobs that had ever been done, as one of the Beach's defenders took off his gloves to try and tighten the laces. No harm, no foul though, as Accioni picks it up and moves the ball in transition. Nearing 9 minutes remaining here in our second period. William Firth. Outside for Brady Kiernan. Couple errant passes and the Lakers awarded possession. All the way outside, Peterborough now. Owen Dale. Shot through traffic. That hit Dale right in the side of the head. The shot from Carter Page. Page scored like this afternoon, and Duncan not having any of it as Page pushed out wide. Stone Jacobs in the corner for Firth. Played back now, Collison. Cross floor pass, Kiernan. Picked off and down the floor, all alone, stumbling and shooting, is Caleb Connell. Raposo Stone Jacobs, a couple fakes as that shot goes high over top of the net. Fian. Picked up here by Hickey, needs a shot, gets one, and it's stopped right at the foot of Kells. Holden Lowe's. Ball skips away from him, in for Jackson Brown. And now Josh Ferry. Firth. His pass goes errant as a couple Beaches players changing. The captain, Ogilvie now. For Hendricks, trying to crash his way through to get towards the net. To their credit, Beach is keeping a lot of these Peterborough shooters way outside. As I say that, cut in the corner, a rolling ball that Laker player ends up in the crease. A shot there nearly got in behind Jackson Brown. Stone Jacobs taking the behind the back feed from Anderson. And now Thistlethwaite gets hit with a shot. Thistlethwaite has to deal with a stick check as well. As it does run up. Plays it clean over in the corner. Thistlethwaite in front of the shot, and it's saved. Made by the right arm of Jackson Brown. Curtis Romanchuk. Here's a shot for the Beaches that gets through Kells. And that'll stretch the lead to 7-2. Face-off violation here, picked up by Andrew Dalton. And now stolen back the other way. Beaches get a shot that Kells will jump on and make a save. Nearing 5 minutes to play here in the period. Holden Lowe's. Reset here after that save from Brown. Loose ball still to the side. Picked up by... It is going to be the Beaches. I thought they were getting the first reset. And then was a little bit worried that it was down on the carpet and they'd started their 8 count, but Ferry able to secure that possession. Now Collison. Passing through the middle, Gasson. Running in, taking a shot and scoring. Partial breakaway goal for Curtis Romanchuk. Romanchuk, his second point of the game, along with a 2-goal effort from Owen Grant. David Anderson's got a pair, all trailing Willem Firth being credited with 3 points. Kells the save, rebound rolls all the way into the corner. Dooley gets there first, but it's Thistlethwaite who's gonna secure possession. Here's Accioni from Firth for Anderson. Being fed through to Kiernan. Faking the pass and then shooting is Anderson. Another shot clock violation though against Toronto Beaches. Way back for the Lakers. It's Austin Lamoureux wearing number 6, double checking the box score. And a thank you to whoever had posted that. Did see the YouTube comment, thank you. A few other changes as well. But Lamoureux wearing the number 6, along with about 4 others that have been passed to me over the course of the game. Including Michael Blamines right there trying to intercept that pass. Owen Grant, his shot, and Kells makes the save, gets up a bit slowly. But here's Ogilvie. Probably some of that's due to the fact that this is game number 8 in 2 weekends. As Ogilvie wasn't sure where the ball was, but he was sure that it got knocked away. As it's Accioni. Down the floor, Romanchuk, his shot, save made by Kells, who handles the rebound as well. Has to deal with Curtis Conley in his face. As now Andrew Dalton back for Hendricks. To the outside. Couple of fakes here for Mike Robinson. Shot clock in the dying seconds as turning and firing was Nate Allen. You see him back out there after taking that shot, and Toronto never gained full possession. Make the restart back outside of the restraining line. Hard shot here, hits Kells in the mask, and he goes down. That was Willem Firth with the blast. And it hit him in the throat guard, I think, as that looks to be where they're checking him, the chest, high chest, kind of neck throat area. And he said he was okay, but asked Matt Garrison to check kind of the upper chest area, and Landon Kells will ask for a drink. Jackson Brown was already on the bench with the same idea. A bit of a scary situation here, but Landon Kells has already waved off the trainer and said he's okay to the ref. With 1 minute and 4 seconds left here in the second period. Final game of the night comes your way at 9 p.m. It'll be on the main channel. We're all done here on this floor and this channel. At the conclusion of this game, our thanks and congratulations, to be honest, to Ontario Junior Lacrosse League Commissioner Mark Grimes and his staff, which includes Colleen Grimes putting this event together. And just been such an incredible, exciting couple weekends. Here's a twist shot here into the feet of Landon Kells, Owen Grant. Destined to get one here, as he's had a couple, especially on the breakaway. Couple chances, that is. Under 30 seconds to play here in the period. Robinson being kept outside. Robinson still with it. Was looking to pass, and it bounces off a Peterborough player and back into the crease for Jackson Brown. And the Beaches will call timeout with 11.9 seconds left here in the period. Currently ongoing, St. Catharines, Six Nations. Again, that one with big implication in that West Division. 5-2 right now. St. Catharines on top of Six Nations. Brampton currently holding the lead in the division, as they'll face KW in the nightcap. 9 p.m. start over on the blue turf. Pat Gregoire and myself. You switch over to the main channel. And it'll be in the playlist that's located here on this one as well. 8-2 your score with 14 seconds, 13.9 to be exact, remaining here in the period, and with Jackson Brown on the bench. Brought in by Beaches. Kiernan drops the shoulder, collides in with pressure. Here's Anderson to the outside, the shot and the goal early for Matthew Collison, although maybe not too early with only 0.3 remaining here, but another goal for Toronto Beaches, who now lead 9-2 on their 28th shot of the game. They're just 15 mustered by the Peterborough Lakers. Beaches are up big here in the final game of the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League season for both Peterborough and Toronto. We'll have the third period on the other side of this timeout. You're watching the OJLL on the JVI Sports Network.
Become a member of the Rock City Builders Club and never miss a moment of the Rock's inaugural season at Hamilton's First Ontario Centre. Rock City Builders Club members get the best seats at the absolute best price. The benefits are many and most notably include a 3-year price lock guarantee and an exclusive Rock City Builders Club jersey for each and every seat you purchase. Visit TorontoRock.com and make the best decision of your summer when you purchase a Rock City Builders Club season membership. So what are you waiting for? Your seat in Rock City awaits.
Today's Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. And before we start this third period, a big hello to those of you watching at Buster's by the Bluffs. Your Toronto Beaches up 9-2 on the Peterborough Lakers. Final period of the season for these two teams, playing here in the East Division. Which was won earlier by the Whitby Warriors in a win over the Mimico Mountaineers. They'll represent the second seed coming out of this division. Looking for a shot and scoring. Didn't look like much from Mike Fegan, but it does get through. And how about a 10 spot? As the Beach is all over the Lakers right now. Again, a lot more in terms of players in that final game. Just the two for Peterborough. Beach is still rolling here as Taylor Dooley gets up slowly, but it was Kells reaching almost behind him, it looked like, to make that save. Back for Raposo. Jackson Raposo, Matthew Collison. And work outside now for Hickey. And Raposo. He gets shoved even further out as they come back near side for Collison. His shot saved by Kells, and no Beaches player there to get the rebound. So it'll be Lakers carrying it up, led by Thistlethwaite. And Hendricks. McGregor briefly. Pass back here for Robinson. Coming off the boards, Hendricks. Ball picked up, Owen Grant. He'll come across center. Fakes out his man. Looks like Grant still has it as he faked to Stone Jacobs. As Fegan is back out there. Trying the quick stick with Stone Jacobs. Late in the shot clock here. Only a couple seconds left. It'll be stolen away by Peterborough. And the Lakers up over center. Andrew Dalton. Passing to the outside, Zach Thompson. Peyton Drone. Through Austin Lamoureux to the far side. Off the glass, Zach Thompson. Didn't connect with his mate there, so Romanchuk. We'll leave it for Anderson, who backs his way into a double team right on the crease of Kells. Now Landon Kells won't dump it downfield. Back to pick it up. A 99, Brendan Byrne. Swan song for him, as is Brady Kiernan. No room for him to go to the cage. And it's picked up over center, Noah Piet. Huge game this afternoon from Mike Robinson and Hendricks. It's Tyler Hendricks, but mostly kept in check. Here's Robinson now. Shot into the feet of Brown, kicked out towards the half boards. Swim move there. Thompson lost his balance and was taken down. It looks like Raposo gonna go for a trip. Bench didn't agree with that call. may have had a case as the Johns Hopkins player heads off with 11 minutes left to play here in period number 3. Go time for the Peterborough Lakers if they can mount a counterattack here. Lamoureux taking top spot. It's off to his right side. Now he goes to the left and a low shot. And a goal from Michael Blaymines. Got to start somewhere if you're the Peterborough Lakers, and they do it 19 seconds into the power play on their 18th shot of the game. A few more of those may help their case. As a shout over on the far side. I believe that makes it 6-2 for St. Catharines over Six Nations. As Dalton, clean pickup facing 3 Beaches players. Turned back, saw another wall, tried to flip it to the near side, and Cameron Accioni was there. A steal possession back for the Beaches. Stone Jacobs for Fegan. Jacobs through traffic, and Kells somehow finds it as Jacobs. Bit of a fencing battle with Dalton, who's gone off. Shot there that Brown saves, and oh boy, Peterborough player goes down. Beaches forward immediately apologizing. But it'll still be the check from behind penalty. Hendricks beating the first man over to the far side, and the shot from Blaymines on a roll with his second. And still power play time. Blaymires back to back now, with Lamoureux and Thompson assisting on the first one. And again, quick. .11 seconds into the double minor. They're trying to get the penalties off the board here with 9:32 left to play. And that was a set of 5-on-3 as there's still 3:41 left. The officials allow them to continue. But Peterborough does draw back within another one after being down by 8, so with 9 minutes left to go. A few quick ones here to make things mighty interesting. Hendricks back for Robinson. They try quick stick. Goes to the far side. Blaemeyer's looking for the natural hat trick, and not that time, as Brown makes the save. Here's Curtis Conley. He'll head off as it's dumped in, and the shot in on Kells. Save made, rebound, all the way back out. Two-man tie-up in back behind the play. They'll get up and head off as Ogilvie finds a man in transition. Bounce shot there from Nate Allen. That hit a defender in front and heads up Joel Furman again, as that one was destined for him. Jacob Hickey, the steal here. He's trying to avoid Robinson. No play back for Collison. And now Anderson. Shot clock down to 5 as the penalty expires. And the ball knocked out of the stick of Willem Firth. Ran down the far boards by Caleb Connell. Back for Hendricks. Peyton Drone. Thompson fakes the shot, cuts back into the corner. Hendricks slicing through the defense, takes on 2, and the shot floats its way into the net. Past Jackson Brown. Lead cut in half. And a 3-goal run for Peterborough. As here's Accioni after Beaches control the face-off. 6:46 to go. Ball on the left side, no help as the draw team went off for a change. Firth, a long shot, and Kells will make the save on. And then a bounce pass up here for Thistlethwaite. Adam Thistlethwaite for Robinson, who jogs his way back onto the floor. Defender had lost his stick and picked it up to realize that Blaemeyers was cutting over the top. And his bounce shot just goes high and wide. Holden Lowe's. In through the middle, spinning clockwise and backwards was Stone Jacobs. So no real shooting chance for him as that ball is loose. It gets kicked back into Toronto territory by Peterborough though, and oh man, defender falls there. Noah Piet. From the outside, hard shot, and you heard the ping in behind Kells as that found a piece of the post for Matthew Collison. Well, still no sustained offensive pressure really at all in this game. 5-on-5 for the Peterborough Lakers, as it's almost been controlled the entire time by the Beaches, as Brendan Byrne the latest. Lakers player falls far side. Here comes the shot from Anderson. Kells will save that, and the rebound picked up by Beaches as we're under 5 to play in regulation. Fegan sends Kiernan in, and his shot saved by Kells. Robinson Has help in Peyton Drone. Back for Robinson. His shot wide and off the end boards. Towing the line and toe on the line for Zach Thompson. Will cause the turnover here for Conley. Beaches got out big and they got out early. And the mountain could be too hard to climb here. Stone Jacobs takes that shot. We get a slashing penalty in the middle as Willem Firth. A few words for one of the Lakers players, but looks like Beaches are gonna go back to the power play here with 3:59 left. Stone Jacobs in the corner. Jacobs back as Owendale sits for slashing. All five have touched it except for the man in the middle, Raposo. As the shot comes now, save made by Kells, rebound still controlled by Toronto. Up top, Hickey. Jacobs, the quick stick, and the goal as they work it down to the crease. And that's Willem Firth. At the crease, the beneficiary of some good ball movement from the Beaches, as their lead stretches to 11-5. Here's Brendan Byrne from the corner to Anderson. Here comes Firth off the bench. Shot there from Kells. Save made and it's up into the screening. Kells has made 20, now it updates 27 saves in this game. 16 back the other way for Jackson Brown, who looks like is going to pick up the victory here tonight. Shots 38-21 in favor of Toronto. Kells to the bench. 2.5 left to go. Extra attacker comes on, flying off the bench. There it is, Austin Lamoureux, and Jackson Brown down the field and up into the screening. That would be a way to finish a career in junior. Would it not, with a goalie goal into the empty net? May get another chance here as Kells comes out. Peterborough would like to put it in the one with the netminder in it, however. As Robinson sidesteps his way in. Brown not sure where it is, but he made the save. Rebound goes high and into the screening. So 2 minutes left, extended possession here for the Lakers. Robinson shoots through traffic. Brown had a quick peek down the floor, but Kells was already back in the net as Brendan Byrne will jog it down. Now Fian. Steady diet of 99 born players now for Toronto Beaches, including Curtis Conley, listed as a defender, getting a couple offensive shifts here down the stretch, as is Jacob Hickey, although listed as an 0-2 from the University of Western Ontario. Hidden ball play here. Stone Jacobs looks like he has it. Firth faking like he does. And it's played back for Anderson. Shot into the feet of Kells. And a whistle for a moving screen called there as we approach the final minute of play. Adam Thistlewaite was just either sent off or ran off the floor. Thistlewaite still there, sorry. A really odd play as they were waiting for something that he was a part of, but the Lakers intercept that pass and they're back up here with Robinson and Thistlewaite. All the way to the outside for Braden McGregor. Again, one of two 99-born players in their final Junior A game on this Peterborough roster. Ogilvie and McGregor. We shouted them out a little earlier than we meant to today. But this is the final game in the junior career of those two, in the season of the Lakers and in the season of the Toronto Beaches, who will pick up an 11-5 win going away here. Brendan Byrne, Sam Firth, Captain Matt Duncan, Mike Fegan, Curtis Romanchuk, Owen Cook down, Tiger Clark, Curtis Conley, Brady Kiernan, and goaltenders Jackson Brown and Will Johnson all listed as the 99s and graduating players here for the Beaches as they kind of high-five one another, and stick taps there for Jackson Brown, the part of the job that I don't really like. Watching these players who have played their entire careers come to an end, especially in losing fashion, but hats off to the Toronto Beaches and their staff, and the Peterborough Lakers and their staff for their appearances in this tournament. Two teams will shake hands, and sounds like there's still action going on the blue turf. Excuse me. On the blue turf between St. Catharines and Six Nations. That game with huge implications in the West Division. We invite you to go to Channel 1 and check that out with Pat Gregoire. Otherwise, 9 o'clock p.m. It's 8:15 local time, so in 45 minutes on the blue turf on the main channel, we'll have Kitchener-Waterloo and Brampton Excelsiors to put a cap on the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League regular season. On behalf of everybody here, including our producers, Ryan Harkness and Gary Morrison, and our JVI crew, our thanks to the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League, all of our sponsors, and all of you watching this entire day and week. I'm Matthew Carrick, and we bid you good night from the red turf at the Toronto Rock Athletic Centre.